Hello everyone. Today I'm reviewing the HEB Cafe Ole Cold Brew Coffee Mocha. It has 35 calories and in this whole serving, this 10 ounce bottle, and it's a 296 milliliter bottle. And has 15 milligrams of sodium. That's kind of strange, right? I guess maybe to uh, preserve it. And it has 7 grams of sugar. And its ingredients are cold brew coffee, sugar, and mocha flavoring. And let's see how it tastes. It has an interesting little bottle. Looks like an old beer bottle, right? Um, but let's give it a try. I opened it up. It has a little plastic seal around it to protect from somebody just opening the bottle. So I took that off already, and it has a nice little cap. Let's see what it looks like. It's not. Hey, how you doing, viewer? Hey, Jay, how are you? I'm reviewing a ice brew coffee. It's an HEB brand here in San Antonio. It's a mocha flavor. So we're going to give it a try. Welcome. Thank you for coming in today. And I put a little ice, more ice. I like it. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Put a little more ice in there to make it a little bit colder. And the comments are coming out good on the. I'm using the live button on YouTube. I'm not using Streamlabs today, but the comments are coming out really good. Can you reverse? No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, the bottle. I don't know if it's coming out, but I can read your comments really well. I'm just using the cam, using my phone. So this is not really a brick wall. It's material, but it's pretty. I usually there's a blue curtain in my kitchen in my sliding glass door, and so today I'm using a backdrop that I bought. So this is an interesting coffee. I'm gonna give it a try and see what it tastes like. Cool. It it tastes. You can taste the mocha in it. The last one that I tried, it said spiced cocoa, and it has cinnamon and uh, cinnamon and cocoa in it. This one here is mocha, and it has an interesting flavor. It's not very dark though. It's a little sweet. It only has 7 grams of sugar. It's not real sweet. Usually mochas are a little bit darker than this, but it says mocha flavoring, so it probably doesn't have. Thank you. It probably doesn't have that much cocoa in it, or it said cocoa flavoring, so to make it a mocha, it does have an interesting taste. But it's a HEB brand, and they had these on sale, and so I bought 2 of them. I did a broadcast on one of them a few days ago, and then this one today. There's another brand that I like. It's similar, but I think what they did was HEB, the grocery chain that's here in San Antonio, they put these right next to the other popular brand. So I'm thinking they were trying to promote their brand more than the other brand. And they had these on sale. uh, two for $4. So they made them $2 each. And the other ones, the other cold brew that's right next to them, was $3 a jar. It's a little bit different jar. I mean, a different jar than this. This one's pretty good. I enjoyed it. How you been, MJ? Hope I'm not intruding on your broadcast today. I thought I'd come on and do another YouTube video, and I was surprised that you had came on. Not sure. We can do a test, see on the comments, and I don't have. It was really good. Well, they here in San Antonio, they have a coffee that they make here, and it's called Mexican coffee, and that way it the flavorings of that coffee is mocha. I'm sorry, cinnamon and cocoa, and they have these coins. It's like hot chocolate. They have these coins. They're called the brand is called Abuelita, and Abuelita in Spanish means grandmother. And these coins, you put them in a cup, and you put the hot milk in the cup, and you stir it up, and it blends, and it makes a spicy hot cocoa, which it's cinnamon and cocoa. Well, that coffee reminded me. Hey, Rob, how you doing? That coffee reminded me of that hot cocoa. So, but it's really good. It really has a good flavor. I guess cinnamon makes everything kind of really good. But I wish they would have put real cocoa in this iced coffee. I guess Rob joined us from Illinois, and MJ from Taiwan. So it's really neat that you gentlemen joined. Howdy. Howdy from Texas. It's funny, a lot of people think that San Antonians go around saying howdy, because that's supposed to be that's supposed to be a Texas thing. We just go, "What's up?" When somebody sees somebody, this, "How's it going? What's up?" But every once in a while, if you go to the little towns around. Yeah, I really like cold brew coffee. It's really good. There's a company here. Well, actually, it's in Austin, and that was the brand that I was saying is next to this one. How you put a whole pot in the fridge, and it's Chameleon coffee. And let me go get one. It just take me a second. I'm gonna go get a jar of it and show you. I kept the jars because it has a chameleon on it, and it's really cool. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. These jars, I kept them because I was trying to figure a way how to take the chameleons off of them. And this is the brand. It's called Chameleon Cold Brew Coffee. And they have, each one has a different kind of chameleon on it. And I thought the chameleons were really cool. This one was the espresso one. And the one I was talking about, the Mexican coffee, it's this one. It has a red chameleon on it. And then um, this one here is black coffee, and it has a green chameleon on it. And my wife says, "Why do you want to keep these jars?" Well, I want to try to figure out a way to take this part off and save it because it's really cool. So I imagine it's pretty late for you right now, MJ, right? Yeah, she says, "Why do you want to just keep jars around here?" And I said, "Well, sometimes we keep jars to put like uh, leftover broth. If we make a broth. It's midnight. Yeah, if I would drink, I can't drink coffee too late, because if I do, I'll be up. I'll be up a little while. Sometimes the uh, the caffeine would keep me up, but I can pretty much drink. Uh, yeah, that's what I do. I make my coffee in my French press. I have a French press that I make coffee in, so I have some left over for the next day. I drink it hot, and I drink it hot one morning, and then the next morning I have a nice cold brew. Well, it's not really cold brew, but because cold brew is kind of different. Um, it would actually put, I guess, would put the grounds, the coffee in the water and let it set overnight in the refrigerator. But I usually have leftover coffee from my. Oh, really? Haven't seen those. It's really good. I really like. You don't have a recipe for cold brew? Oh, yeah, I know you do. I know you infuse rum. You know, when I was a little kid, my dad and my uncle were drinking coffee, and I think probably told this story before, but it was funny. I was about 10. I guess I was about 10 or 11, and my dad and my uncle were sitting there at the table drinking coffee, talking and chatting. So I go up and I say, "Dad, can I try your coffee?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, you could try it. It's a little strong." But I said, "Okay." Yeah. And so I took a sip of it, and oh yeah, it was strong. It was, he had bourbon in it. Him and my dad was, um, him and my uncle, sorry, were drinking bourbon infused coffee, which I guess you would say, and that was interesting. Because, and he did warn me. He did say it's a little strong, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was I'm 56, so that's 45 years ago. I guess if I didn't have to go to work today, I probably could have put a little rum in this. Only coffee that makes you sleepy. Yeah, you go, wow. Yeah, um, I remember one time. I got real sick when I was a little kid. I used to have ear infections, and one time my uncle, I got real sick like with the flu or something, and my uncle made me. He got, I guess, water and lemon and some bourbon. Made like a what they call a hot toddy, and and he said, "Here, drink a little bit of this." And so I did, and I guess the next morning I was feeling a lot better. I guess those home remedies sometimes do work. On cold water. Yeah, but I keep like a big mason jar, and then when I finish my you make an excellent not to brag, not to brag, but you make a good excellent hot toddy. That's cool. Um, oh wow, no, that they do sell a this brand, a Chameleon Coffee. They do sell a vanilla one, and it was pretty interesting too. But I imagine if you put your own, vanilla. My wife is very particular of what vanilla that we buy, uh, and but it's not the what do you call it? It's the extract that we buy. We don't, but she doesn't buy the bean. Um, but and I have to be careful. Sometimes if I use her vanilla, she goes, "Don't be using my vanilla." Or the cocoa. Sometimes I like to make with my coffee. I like to put cocoa in it. Sometimes to make a mocha. And says that's for my baking. Okay. She goes, "Have you been using my cocoa?" Yeah. They're making mocha coffees. But yeah, I'm surprised. I should try to use Streamlabs again, but every time I do use Streamlabs, I sometimes it starts buffing, and maybe I'm not sure. But this using this live button on YouTube, it's been working out pretty well. In the comments, like you said, well, the comments are probably not gonna. You should buy your own and write your name on it. Yeah, that's what I should do, right? Just put Ken's coffee. I mean Ken's cocoa. But it's cool. I'll try again. I would like to try to do that. What you did, MJ, is that restream it. I'd like to try to do that. Broadcast on both. That was interesting. Oh, might be. Right now. I'm using the Wi-Fi from my cable. Our cable modem. You can use the Wi-Fi from that. So it's interesting. I bought this little backdrop the other day. It's pretty nice. I made the backdrop holder myself. I watched one of those DIY do-it-yourself videos on YouTube, and a lady had made one out of PVC pipe, and so I got all the measurements from that, and I went to Home Depot. It's cloth, yeah. It's a nice little fabric. I was gonna ask my wife or myself, one of us, to on the top. It looks like it might start fringing, so maybe you need to put a stitch across it to make sure it doesn't fringe. It does look like a real brick, don't it? And then if you look down on the bottom, it looks like a wooden floor. has a wooden floor on the bottom of it. So if I was sitting a little bit further, I need to try to figure that out too. Like if I had my phone a little bit further away, because unless I have some kind of remote for my phone, but if I'm further away, so you can actually see this whole wall and the floor, how I would stop it. Green Street, yeah, but that'd be interesting. This was, I think this was $13. The wall, and it was free shipping, so I didn't have to pay for extra shipping. And it said it wasn't going to be here till this past Monday, but it got to my home at 3 or 4 days. So I was really surprised. I left a comment for the seller that it was fast shipping. I was surprised for free shipping. Usually it's a lot longer. And sometimes you have to really watch. Sometimes on eBay or Amazon, they'll say free shipping, but I think they mix the sell price and the shipping together, so it makes it look like it's free shipping. But this one here, it was like $11, $12, and it was free shipping. So that was I enjoyed that. Did we lose Rob? Did Rob leave? But the backdrop holder, which you can see, I'll see if I can move my microphone. See, it's PVC pipe, and I have clamps up there holding my backdrop. I need to get those clamps are a little bit. I got them at a hardware store, but I think they're not really the right clamps because they're kind of really hard to open up to put over the PVC pipe. PVC pipe is 3/4 piping, and I went to the hardware store and I was trying to figure out how am I gonna, because it takes 3 of the 10-foot PVC pipes to make that, and I was like, how am I going to get that home to actually, but they said, well, just go over here to the gentleman at the hardware store, Home Depot is what it's called. So we'll go to the T-molding cutting area, and we'll just measure it out and you can cut it. So he measured it out for me, and all I had to do was cut it, and I didn't get charged for cutting it, and it was easy to put it in the trunk to bring it home instead of trying to bring those 10-foot poles. But that does, I mean, on the camera you can still you need to press it because you can see the fold marks, but you can actually iron this, make it a little bit smoother. It was really nice. And you know what was funny is, the gentleman that helped me, he goes, what are you going to make? And I said, I'm going to make a backdrop holder. He goes, oh, really? And I said, yes, I do live streaming. Sometimes I do coffee reviews. And he goes, coffee reviews, really? He goes, well, you should do a broadcast on Puerto Rican coffee, because the gentleman was Puerto Rican. And he said, have you ever tried Puerto Rican coffee? And I go, no, I've never tried it before. And he goes, well, you should try it. And then it was funny. They have computer there, and he was showing me this website where to get Puerto Rican coffee and where to order it. And I actually found some here at the store here, and so I bought some and I tried it, and it was really good. And but it was just so funny how he says, "Well, I'm from Puerto Rico," and not Puerto Rico, um, Costa Rica. Sorry, and a blank went there. But he says, "I'm from Costa Rica, and we drink Costa Rican coffee, and it's really good. You should try it." So that was interesting. He gave me that recommendation, and took a moment to share the website where to get. It's called Brit. No beans. It would be coffee beans. And the website's Brit.com, I think it is. And it was the only thing is it's like a bag of that Costa Rican coffee was like $13, and that's a lot. I don't really want to pay that much for coffee. So here in San Antonio, HEB, they have bulk bins of different coffees, and they did have a Costa Rican coffee, and I bought some, and the beans, and I just grind some of them up on in my coffee grinder, and it smelled really good when I was grinding them, and it does have a good taste. I do like Nicaraguan coffee is really good, but that was very interesting. So. Well, I guess it's getting late for you, Jake. But I should go. I gotta get ready anyway in a little bit. Thank you, MJ, and Rob. Thank you for joining. Take care. We'll see you next time. I'm getting ready to have a good day. Good evening, I should say. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you everyone for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.